Hi there, welcome to Red State Update. My name's Jackie Brawls.
Folks, people, this is Dunlap. Thank you for coming back again to help us fulfill our mission of delivering to you the latest hard-hitting reporting and powerful opinion that makes the Red State Update podcast the preeminent name in news, opinions.
Preeminent?
Mission. It's our mission, Jackie.
Mission.
Every day we get up, we wake up and we say, it's nice to have a mission.
Why?
For 20 years, we've had this mission to come on here and help people with the news and it's
off and on.
I guess it's more like on the local news, you know how they'd say, for 20 years, this Nibletsville man has been giving train rides to little lizards and birds.
What? What the hell are you talking about?
We got the story coming up at 10. You know, they'd be like, for 30 years, this man's been making Christmas tree ornaments out of beef jerky. We've got the story for you after sports. One of those people had like a whimsical hobby.
Yeah.
And they do that for 30 years, and they be go, all right, you're the lady with the hat with the frogs on it.
Ain't no news report. That's interesting, though. Beef jerky, Christmas ornaments, interesting. Two old white men complaining about things. Who cares?
That's true. I guess it ain't too late to start a frog hat collection.
Something good. I don't know. Hell.
Yeah, that's a terrible way of looking at it. I was hoping maybe it'd be like, he's been putting his own version of Ewoks in his yard.
What is it?
Every year since 1985.
Ewoks?
And now come on, let's take a look at him tonight with Buddy Lebson.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
The country rover.
Yeah, well.
You know, on the news?
Nope.
Here's how the news used to work, Jackie, in case you don't remember.
I remember regular news.
Well,
yeah.
you mentioned that we were two white guys, so I'm going to talk to you like it. You may not remember this, but let me set you straight. The news, they'd start off, they'd say, local news would say, okay, there was a killing, and then they had to chase, ambulances and hearses. And they say there was a killing, there was a shooting, and then you go, oh, it's hot today. And then they'd go, well, the football team lost. And then they'd go, well, that was a lot of grim stuff to get through. Now we're going to go over here and talk to this man who has in his basement 100 sticks of bubble gum from cards. But no cards.
People used
just
to
the gum.
Dress up birds and squirrels and stuff, put clothes on
get
and
on
stuff
the
like
news
that.
way.
Yeah.
He can ski.
You had to fill up time at the end of it, put a little something
Well,
extra
they
in there,
could have
whatever.
found something else terrible, but
sure.
they knew back then that people's minds would fucking break.
All right, watch your
So
mouth.
now we don't have that. We just get it, ba-doom, just knocking you in the head.
But here's the thing is, sir, you get on the Instagrams or X's or whatever the hell on your phone. You hit news, it hits you all the time. But you can hit a button on it, on a computer or something, and just have nothing but kitty cats falling out of trees and chasing stuff and laser pointer and stuff like that. So you can do it yourself. You don't need the news person to show you a goat on a trampoline or whatever. You find it yourself. Just type it in.
Here's the thing, though. You ain't going to get the same brain hit by seeing a bunch of stuff you like. These robot people that run these things, they're smarter than you think. They know that you need to see something that's going to make you scared or make you mad. So it's going to creep in there. It's going to be squirrel, dog, somebody run over a dog and left. And then you're like, what the fuck?
No.
And then your brain is broke. Then they got you. And then they know, oh, he likes terrible stories about dogs. Let's see how many dogs died lately. Here you go.
I used to get on the book face years ago. I tried to kind of know how it did. You learn about Murphy Brothers, Murphy thing on sale at Murphy Brothers, whatnot, on book Facebook, whatever the hell it is. And the little videos that come on there, and you go click and click, you know what I mean? You hit the thing, well, it looks good. There's an animal. Oh, look, there's an elephant or whatever. And then after a while, it's just animals eating each other. And I clicked on it. I didn't mean to click. I thought, oh, look at these animals, what they're doing. Well, you know, in Africa, whatnot, they eat each other. It's just nature, whatnot. I don't particularly want to watch it all day. You know, if you watch an animal special and it shows some of it in there, we know the animal, what their life is like, fine. But all the book face did just kept showing me alligator eating a cow, lion eating a monkey. Just horrible, just all these things, animals eating each other, the lion eating a hyena. Just kept giving to me. I know it, and I'm like, I don't want to see this no more.
You did something to make them know that you like it.
I don't like it.
Or you don't like it. But either way, they're tuned into you now. And now you can't get away from them.
Because you can't, if you did, you would go down the thing and like, I want to see, you know, what's on Swap and Shop, Murfreesboro, whatnot. And you go down the videos, like, I don't want to see that. You know, they keep showing it over and over again. And you're supposed to hit the button and say, I don't like this, don't show this to me anymore. And you can hit it. But guess what? That maybe a day or two will go by, and then they start showing them animals eating each other again.
Don't fall for that, Jackie. I don't like this. That means, hey, we got one. Find that one where it gets real bloody.
I don't like it. No, I don't like it.
And it could be any story. It doesn't have to be animals eating each other. Anything that gets real bloody, they know that they can focus on, that somebody's going to turn away from that.
Well, that's what I don't like about
get into it.
Computers and stuff. It's important to know what's going on, right? We all agree with that. It's important to know what's going on with ICE and all this stuff, police brutality to people of color, on and on. It's important to know these things. We need to know this stuff. I thank God that people are using their phones and catching this stuff. But it turns into something like you make money off of it. I don't want to keep hitting the button. I mean, it's awful with that. You know, here's this woman that called a child the N-word and this and that. Look at her do this. I don't want to see that. And then people click on it. People hit this. That woman ended up raising money. You can make money that way. I go to a park, call a child a racial slur, and then everybody gets mad at me, which they should. As they should, you should be arrested. That's child abuse, screaming something like that at a child. And then they get on there and say, oh, everybody's after me, whatnot. And then racist or whoever says, give this money. She gets paid for treating people like that way. People who make a video of animals eating each other, put them up, click, just all of it. And black people getting killed by police. Like, again, it's important that we know that that's going on. But when it turns it into something where it's a profit thing. And I don't, but that's America. That's capitalism right there for you anyway. That's it. Everything makes money. Well, if it's good, bad, whatever, it's going to make money.
And they ain't even just making money. We're sitting there watching it.
Yeah.
And it's just a show for us. So all this important news and all these things that we need to keep track of and be outraged about and get mad and do something about.
Yep.
We're sitting there watching an endless stream of things making us furious and depressed and out of our heads angry.
Yep.
It's a show. Meanwhile, your uncle, your estranged dad, is across town watching his show. It's just the opposite of our show. Some of it's the same footage. They just say different words over it.
Yep.
And people making money on all these shows.
Every bit of it.
And let me tell you something, Jackie. What the fuck are we doing right now?
Watch your mouth.
We're talking about this stuff. We're making content off the content of the abuse.
I know it. We're part of the problem, I suppose. I don't know what to say about it.
We should have got them frog hats.
Frog hat.
Is that frog hat?
What is it?
Oh, that's Frankenstein, Edgar Winter.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I got them mixed up.
Yeah, Frankenstein. Monster. Yeah.
Frog hat. On Captain Carrot's planet, it's called Frog Hat.
What is it?
That was for two people.
I don't know what it is. Yeah.
So, well, now that we've discovered how we're contributing to the downfall of American democracy,
hell.
Maybe we should dive into this list of trauma content we got right here.
Well, I'm just talking about it. I ain't doing none of this stuff. That's the thing we got to keep in mind. The world's a terrible place. You feel terrible about it. I ain't doing enough. I ain't doing this. I got to do that. I got to do something else. You know, you ain't the one doing it. You ain't the one out there. Yes, I white guilt, whatever you want to say it. We need to own up what our history is and that sort of stuff. But I ain't out there hurting nobody. I'm trying to do everything I can to let people know about it and try to stop this mess. That's all you can do is raise hell about it. Because I ain't got nothing else I can do.
I didn't
You got
know.
judges doing stuff out there, making decisions, saying this is illegal. The president does this, it's illegal. The president does this, it's illegal. The president does this, it's illegal. The judges all say it, goes to the appeals court till it gets up to the Supreme Court, and then they say, no, it's fine. He can do that. It's all remember, they said a long time ago, they said last time, he can do whatever he wants. You can't try him. You can't convict. The president can do whatever he wants to. They told him that, and guess what? He believes them. He says it. He repeats it. He knows it. So right now, what the court said, he got to give Harvard their money. What else? He can't put no troops in L.A. or anywhere else. Can't put them in Chicago. He wants to put them. He said he's going to do it anyway. Don't mean a thing. They told him he can't send all these children. Where he's going to send them to Guatemala? There are 53 or 50-something children. This is the richest country in the world. The richest damn country in the world. Get these kids out of here. Get them back there. I don't want to have nothing. They ain't got no families. They need help. All these people out there, these Christian people saying they MAGA and Trump and God this and God that. Y'all are full of hockey. Each and every one of you full of hockey. These children got nothing, and we're going to take them and dump them in Guatemala because we don't want them here. Don't want richest damn country in the world. Pitiful. But Judge says they got to stay here right now for now, but that don't mean he ain't going to send them there anyway. You watching me, will.
I seen people talking about them kids, them Guatemalan kids on the damn Facebook.
Yeah.
And their response is always, how'd those kids get here? Meaning that their parents sent them over here.
Their parents are maybe awful, terrible human beings. We don't know.
What's that got to do with
What's
these
that
kids?
got to do with it?
And then Stephen Miller says, and I don't even know the situation of these kids. I got trauma porned watching these kids on a plane coming off the plane. I'm like, oh my God. It's a good thing I got a podcast to talk about this on, but I don't know the exact circumstances of all these kids. But I do know that conservatives think they was all sent here by their parents to grow up and take advantage of whatever they can grab in America. And then Stephen Miller is over there saying things like, we're trying to get them reintroduced with their family. We're trying to reunite them with their family. And Democrats don't even want them to. They just say the thing that is terrible.
Yeah.
They know how to troll us.
They ain't trying to do nothing for these kids but get them out of the country. That's it. They ain't going to do. Once they drop them off in Guatemala, they could care less whether the parents pick them up or not. They don't give a damn. And their parents may be terrible people. Like I said, parents maybe died on the way over here trying to get. We don't know. We don't have a clue. Some of these children could have been trafficked over here. We don't know their circumstances.
Maybe his parents got picked up coming home from work or picking these kids up from school.
Yep.
I don't know. It seems like there's a lot of different
A lot
scenarios.
of that going on. A lot of kids sitting having to wait to school when the parents don't come pick them up because I still got them. So who the hell knows?
But they were shipping these kids out in the middle of the night, by the way. And then so they had to bring out the judge, had the middle of the night judge, who I guess you call an emergency judge. I don't know how that works. Like an emergency vet.
Middle of the night judge.
Middle of the night, Christmas Eve, called the emergency judge. On a plane?
Yeah.
What? Imagine these poor kids. I don't give a shit if they was sent here to assassinate my family.
They're children.
They're children.
They're children.
Are we not supposed to be better? Are we not supposed to be good? Is America not supposed to be good? I know history, but are we just giving up on that? Because that's what MAGA seems to be. Just we don't have to try.
Oh, we're giving up? What do you mean? They're getting slavery out of museums. The Holocaust Museum, now they temporarily, Trump had them removed. In World War II, America wouldn't take Jewish people. I mean, they wasn't for a while. It's history. It's a fact. It happened. You can't erase it. It's what happened. We would not take refugees there for a period of time. But they're going to take that out of the museum. They're going, no, we love, with Israel and all this going on over there. No. Can't have that in the museum. Get that out. Get that out of there. Hell, they don't give a damn about history. They don't give a damn about nothing.
I think we're going to find out if you actually can erase history. Because people always say, yo, you can't erase. We used to think that. Oh, you can't erase history. Like, we're finding out more and more. We got the internet. That just seemed to make people crazier. Like, where they're like, I'm being confronted with the cold, hard facts of my people's participation. Nope. You can't confront me with nothing. I'll burn the museums down. I'll take all the money away and then say it's DEI and illegal.
Yep.
I don't know. I guess that's what's happening in museum news.
Yep.
What are you going to do, Jackie? What are you going to do?
What can I do? Raise hell about it. That's it. I don't know.
Well, I didn't know you were raising hell.
Well, whatever you want to call it.
I'll give you the damn Presidential Medal of Freedom.
Oh, yeah, right. Medal of Freedom. That's Giuliani getting him one of them. Was he in the car wreck? I don't know what happened. Something happened. Giuliani got in the car wreck.
I don't understand the Giuliani. So he was in a car wreck, and then Trump said he'd give him the Presidential Medal of Freedom.
Does even MAGA people want him to get the Presidential Medal of Freedom? Was that on their list of what they want? Epstein files released, Medal of Freedom for Giuliani. That's what and all the Mexicans out. Those are the three things we want more than anything else. Make sure you get that done.
He definitely ran
2 out of 3 ain't bad against it, MAGA.
Giuliani needing a medal. That's what I think he made this. I don't know if this is what is happening factually, but if I may be allowed a little flourish of fake news myself, I'd like to imagine that not that he's in pain, but he's still pinned in that car. And they're going to bring that to the White House, bring in the car, wheel it in, like on a little thing, jaws of life him out of there, right in front of Trump, give him the medal and also the EMTs. That's a show. Like, if you're going to be an asshole and a terrible person, if you're going to ruin people's lives, ruin the country, ruin America's reputation worldwide, ruin the economy, ruin everything, give us a better show. Don't put Stephen Miller on TV.
No.
Okay? Maybe he's like in the wrestling writing room, like the worst, the person nobody likes, but can come up with some good twisted stuff. Maybe you keep him like in the basement and give him an office in the basement, and every once in a while you go down there. If I were Trump, that's what I would go down there and say, give me something terrible, and then I'll leave so I don't have to look at you. But I'd do more things with jaws of life if I was in the Trump administration, which I'm not.
Yeah.
I want to state unequivocally that I am not in the Trump administration.
Well, I wouldn't be sitting here with you if you were, I'll tell you that much.
I mean, you wouldn't know it by looking at me.
Well, how much does a presidential Medal of Honor, how much is that worth? Like, is it made out of gold? I don't know what it looked like. And how much money is it worth? Because there's 2 poll workers in Georgia whose lives, you talk about making people's lives miserable, Giuliani lied about repeatedly, and they had death threats and everything else. They got money from coming to him from his apartment and everything else. If I was him, Trump just skip him, because they going to wind up with it. He still owes him several $1 million. So why don't you just have those 2 poll workers who actually probably deserve, they volunteered the time to help with elections, and then their lives were basically ruined because of it, for no other reason than Giuliani ran his mouth. I think Trump ran his mouth about a little bit too, right? I think a few people said that those women were guilty. But the judge decided there weren't. The jury decided that they weren't, and that Giuliani owes them God knows how much money. So, yeah, just have them come up, give him a damn medal. Giuliani don't need it.
How's he going to get another car also? Nobody's going to give him a loan. How's he even have a license at this point?
How much money does he make doing this? He does one of these, don't he?
Oh, man. Does he read ads on there?
Who sells ads on Julie? I mean, if that's your target audience, I'd hate to know what the hell your product is. I don't want to know.
Maybe we should just spend a week listening to all the worst podcasts.
No, I can't do it.
Ted Cruz.
No.
Giuliani.
Hell no.
Ooh, those are 2 pretty bad. I don't know if we get much further than that.
I couldn't get past one of them, let alone both of them. Why would anybody put themselves through it?
I don't know. Maybe they have a raging fan base. I'm sure they're raging. If you were rumored to be dead and you saw that many people were happy about it, would you turn back up alive? Because I'd be pretty hurt. I'd be pretty down in the dumps about how America was talking about my impending doom. I don't think I'd give people the satisfaction of either being dead or their disappointment at my being alive. I think I would just disappear into the woods.
Oh, no, he ain't gonna be, no, he gonna, dead my rear end. No, I'm tell all them sorry SO this and that and that, whatever else he says. I'm live. Prop me up here. Put whatever you gotta intervene, whatever they're pumping in through his bruised hand, fill me up with it. Put me on TV. I'm ready to go.
People were excited about Trump being dead.
Yeah.
I don't know if people on Fox News, Facebook, or Newsmax, if they even had any idea that he was supposed to be dead. But on this side, on this channel, on this trauma porn station, people were into it. People were excited.
Well, he was gone for he just didn't show up anywhere for how many days or something like that.
He wasn't talking. He wasn't letting you see him golf.
He wasn't breaking any laws. He wasn't doing anything. He must be dead, right?
It does start to feel a little conspiracy theory. It does start to feel like if I were planning Trump's funeral after this conspiracy theory weekend, I would, when they said he was going to have the 2:00 press conference on Monday or Tuesday, was it? Whenever it was, we had like an extra day of him being dead, and then he give the press conference. Look, just the same, super disappointed. If you want people to be dead, which I'm not saying I want anybody to be dead,
Yeah.
you can. Do you want to say that too, Jackie?
What?
That you don't want anybody to be
I don't
dead?
want nobody to be dead. Yeah, they don't sit around wanting people to be dead. No.
Not even Trump?
I try
Not all the time.
Not all the time. No, I don't sit around with a voodoo doll sticking pins in it or nothing. No, it is what. After he got COVID and was fine, I figured out. I ain't saying that there ain't no Lord in heaven, because Lord knows there is. Lord, I know you up there. I figured he just taking a break. He's not on the clock right now. Lord, taking a break for whatever reasons. Because if Trump's still walking around after he got COVID, after what he did with the mask and all that, let so many people, let it come over here. God knows how many people we're going to enter up it again with RFK Jr., but we'll worry about that later. But I was right then and there. I said, oh, okay. God ain't got nothing to do with this at the moment. We're on our own right now.
Maybe he was on a break. Maybe, God, you take your break yet? No, I'm going to wait till 2016. Take a 4-year, possibly 12-year break.
He's like, good Lord, I taught y'all enough. Y'all be okay without me for a little while. I just need a vacation. Y'all be fine. And then come back, look what's going on. Like, y'all on your own hell. What? The Bible, nothing? Y'all read the Bible? Do y'all remember that? The Bible? Y'all go to church and y'all okay, fine. Yeah. All right. Y'all on your own.
I'm going back to the Bahamas, or wherever God goes.
Wherever God, he goes somewhere better than that, places we can't even understand. That ain't on earth. Heaven better than all that stuff. Heaven, he got places in heaven he can go where he ain't got to hear nothing going on down here. Wow. Now, Jesus, I think, has to sit and listen to it. I can't. It's been a while since I've been to Bible school.
Jesus got to?
He's a son. They're all the same, and he's also the son.
Does he ever stop getting punished?
That's a situation.
He took one on the chin for us, but does it never end? You guys sit here and I
think he stuck with us after that. I think that's what it is. I know it's make you feel bad about him. Yeah, it's like poor Jesus. Let alone getting nailed to the cross, you got to listen to this all the time. Daddy come back to heaven and said, "What a mess." He said,
You're making me want to go to heaven.
You don't want to know.
I was thinking I got to go back to church or something. If there's a place you can just go hang out in heaven where you can't hear none of this, and it's better than the Bahamas.
Yeah.
You should be a preacher.
Well, I don't know. We'll see.
So if I was right, is that what, a late in life conversion? You hear the call?
I didn't hear no call, nothing like that. I don't know. If I can bring people to the Lord, then yes, I'd like to do a little bit of that too, aside from raise hell, just bring a little people, get in the Bible and read the good stuff in it. Read what Jesus said. Get into Jesus part of what he said. Don't fool around with the rest of it. It all gets crazy talk. Yeah.
I used to want to be a preacher.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to strut around, have people look at me.
Well, your daddy was on and off, remember?
Yeah, I guess that's what first made me want to do it, because when Daddy was a preacher, he'd be at home, which was good.
Sober, yeah.
For a little bit. Then he'd get drunk again, and then he'd be gone. So I guess I thought that if I were a preacher, that I could correct whatever was wrong. I just wanted people to look at me. I wanted to strut around and go, "You're going to hell." Now, that sounds fun. I get why Daddy does it, because it's like, you're going to hell. Like, he's the one going to hell. Yeah. But you get to tell everybody else that they're going to hell. You get to tell them what they're doing wrong in their life. It's fun. And you get to strut around, and women think you're pretty. And you get to maybe like slick your hair back and wear a funny little suit that fits you snug. And you throw that leg up on the pulpit and you go, "You're going to hell. You're going to hell."
For a minute, I thought you was talking about Gavin Newsom.
Oh.
A slick back hair, dressed up, slick back hair.
Listen, if he wanted to be a 1940s traveling preacher, he'd get laid.
Hey.
Nonstop.
Watch your mouth.
Listen, I want to go back to my plans for Trump's funeral after the 3, 4, 5 day conspiracy theory fun fest everybody had. Yeah. What I'd do is I'd say, it's 2:00 time for the press conference, and I'd have him wheel out his coffin. And everybody go, "Oh, my God, is that? Could it be?" And then I'd have it pop open, and it's JFK Jr.
That'd be pretty good.
I mean, that'd confuse everybody.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good.
People would be like, it's like a long game payoff.
Yeah.
For some people who are mostly all crazy.
I would much rather JFK Jr. be doing pranks with coffins as opposed to really putting people in them, which is what, is on the agenda here. We got flu season coming up.
No, RFK. You're saying RFK Jr.
Yeah. Oh, you say JFK Jr.
Yeah, from the Dallas.
That's right.
Yeah.
He was supposed to show up. That's right. His nephew. That's what
I should have made it plain, because now if you say FK Jr.
Everybody think of that. Like, he's the most popular candidate at the moment, which I guess was his goal, was it not? Just like who it's like which candidate is going to be in the news. It's going to be me now. My turn. I'm going to wipe out a big chunk of the, you could make great speeches and inspire the nation. No, I think instead I'm going to cut a whale's head off and get rid of vaccines.
How do you come under Teddy, who killed a lady, and without having killed a human that we know of?
More people like Ted than RFK Jr. And you're right.
I should have said allegedly.
Well, he let a woman drown. Let's put it that way. Let her. Why did he do it purposely? Or
I should have been more clear.
He was just drunk, I think, more than likely, and drove off the road and forgot to get her out of the car.
Well, you know how it is when you're drinking.
Yeah.
So RFK Jr. is up there. What's he doing? No vaccines?
No. Well, the CDC all walked out. Probably already talked about this, Lord knows how many times. Yeah, the people who are responsible for our health and about, disease control, all that, they're like, the hell with this. All these people are going to die. I don't want my name associated with it. And they left the bed. They quit. They resigned.
Probably were like, I don't want to work in this office with him either, because he smells like whale juice. And he's always coming up behind you and giving you a little neck rub, and then he goes like, "You're tense."
What?
Whatever, allegedly.
What? It's just and the Republicans know that he's crazy, and they don't care. They do whatever he wants. Let him do whatever he wants. I mean, Trump doesn't know what he's doing. Trump's worried about this and that. Like, how's RFK Jr.? People mad at him instead of me? Good. Let him be mad at him. I mean, he don't know what he's doing. He don't know the first thing about it. Trump don't know the first thing about anything. Let me explain something. We knew it from the first time when he went in there. They had to go down, draw diagrams before any time they had to sit down and explain something to him. They couldn't do it. They had to make pictures for him to show it to him so he'd keep his concentration. He watching CNN or watching Fox or whatever the hell it is. He don't pay attention to nothing. So he don't know the first thing about what was in the big, beautiful bill when all the hospitals closed and people lose their insurance. He don't know what the hell was in that. He don't know the first thing about it. He don't know what the hell RFK Jr. is doing right now. Don't know that. Is he saving autism kids, making them all better? Good. That's it.
Did RFK Jr. say in a month or two he's going to announce the cause of autism? Did I see that, or am I making things up that are just as bad?
You might as well. It doesn't
reality?
mean you could be the truth and make it up. What's the difference about as far as he's concerned, or as anything in this administration is concerned? I don't know what to believe or what not to believe. You know, for how long did MAGA think that Biden wasn't Biden? They thought for how long they had found somebody that looked just like Biden, had him walk around, and Biden been dead the whole time or something else or whatnot. They ain't nobody can find to look like Trump, look that bad. I don't know what they're gonna do. How you gonna get somebody to do that? So yeah, he ain't. But you know, conspiracy after conspiracy, Trump's missing for a whole lot. It's fine. Nobody, again, like you said, don't know them. No, Fox didn't cover it. Newsmax didn't cover it. They don't know.
He could be dead, and it would take them years to find out. Like if they just watch Newsmax and Fox, like if they didn't report it, they would never know.
They wouldn't know. You could just show
CNN.
Old footage on a loop for the next 2 years. No one's going to know. They wouldn't know.
Because they're already creating their own story, like an AI prompt. They're like, oh, he's out there he's beating Epstein. He's doing everything that we want him to do. The economy's better. The gas prices are going down. The tariffs are working. Everything that they want to be true.
Stop the war in Ukraine. Actually,
he stopped so many wars.
Oh, yeah. Now he's blowing up drug boats, remember? All that. That's what he's taking care of now. He's blowing up boats that we don't know the first thing about. We just have to take him and Pete Hegseth's word for it. All right, sure.
Hey, y'all want to see a boat explode? There's 11 people on it.
Yeah.
But they say that it was full of drug, cartel, terrorists, and drugs.
They all hang out together. Yeah, all of it, yeah.
Well, the terrorist cartel... they're mashing it together, and illegals. They're mashing it all together because now you get mad at Venezuela. Here's something that I think only Fox News people know. These are the only 3 words of Spanish, if I've got this right, that people who watch Fox News know. It's Tren de Aragua, the cartel, the Venezuelan cartel that I think we're supposed to be at war with. In Venezuela, we're at war because they're invading us. And we may literally be at war with Venezuela soon because they are sending all the boats. It sounds like whoever ain't going to Chicago is down in the Caribbean near Venezuela. So we could be bombing Venezuela, just flying drones over there and blowing people up we say are drug dealers. I know it's fun to watch when Charles Bronson does it. It's not, I didn't enjoy saying Trump killed 11 people. I know that they could be, for all I know, terrible gang members.
Sure.
I would like to have that verified.
Yeah.
If you're going to kill people for me, I'd like to have it verified. I don't need Pete Hegseth to go, I know exactly who they was and where they was going. I'd like you to have that stuff ready to go. Fill in the blanks.
That should come out before we find out that a boat blew up. So we should know precisely what the circumstance of any other administration. We would know precisely what had happened. All the news be talking about it and all this stuff. But no,
I think New York Times literally said, the legal, they're still figuring out the legal reason for blowing up this boat full of people. Like, look, does that make me sound weak? Like a little sissy cuck who don't want to see drug dealers blown up in the sea? Maybe I am. I mean, the cuck thing, let's talk about the circumstances. But am I a sad little sissy soy boy because I don't want Pete Hegseth telling me it's fine after killing 11 people in the ocean? Probably to help create reasons to deport people. This sounds like something Pete Hegseth and Stephen Miller cooked up, like a big team-up Avengers. Like, I want to get rid of more Venezuelans. And by Venezuelans, I mean anybody speaking Spanish and or Portuguese. And Pete Hegseth says, I'd like to blow up a boat. Normally, I'm in favor of blowing things up, but in this case, with the people on it and not knowing anything about it and not being able to trust the Trump administration at all, and Pete Hegseth being pleased by it, it's just not my cup of tea, not my thing.
Something about it ain't right. Yeah.
Something about it ain't right. I ain't Benoit Blanc, but I have been told I have a similar body. Also, I think these dudes are just killing people with impunity. I know it's America. I know we should be used to it by now. Something about killing like 11 people on a boat on purpose without having to say why they're doing it seems bad to me. I know war, bombing, all sorts of terrible genocide, horrible, horrible things. But like on top of all that stuff, when you just like Miami Vice a fucking boat.
Watch your mouth.
It seems like just a really rotten cherry on top of it all. I don't know what. You can't see. If you listen to this, I'm just doing some kind of really cool thing with my hand.
That ain't cool. No.
Now you see me 3, you don't? You know that movie about the magicians?
No.
Well, Jackie, we talked about RFK Jr. Florida's ending mandatory school vaccines. Guy running.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, of course. I'm surprised they still have them, honestly. They shoot you up full of swamp water.
Well, who's old? Eric Erickson. He a big, used to be Trump or whatever, conservative anyway, right?
Yeah.
He raiding hell on the computer. His wife got third stage cancer. She needs COVID shot, and CVS won't give it to her because of Florida. He talking Trump directly. Well, what the hell? And Trump don't know that. I'm telling you right now, RFK Jr. knows it, but Trump don't know the first thing about it. No.
I don't even, does RFK Jr. even know it?
Not really,
he's setting stuff in motion, but he doesn't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, DeSantis takes care of all that in Florida. He just like, what does he want? No sex, okay, no vaccines, yeah.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
He already, Florida's out how much money? $200-something million because the judge shut down Alligator Alcatraz. It's like, oh, that's a good investment. Here you go. Just wasting money.
And they don't give a shit.
They don't care about
it. Down
nothing.
there, they're going to spend that much money washing rainbow chalk off in front of the nightclub where all the people got killed.
I used to be a damn conservative. My whole life, it was all about saving money. I wanted an old man in the White House looking after our money and all this stuff. Conservative. The debt's going up. Janine Perino, wine box lady on Fox, is now working in the DOJ. Y'all, it may be funny to people like, oh, she tried to convict the sandwich thrower, and the grand jury wouldn't do that. Somebody posted something on Facebook. She tried to convict them, and the grand jury wouldn't do that. It's sure it's funny, but all this stuff costs money. That's tax dollar money. That's your money that she's using to try to prosecute all these people. That costs money for no reason, for throwing a sandwich, for posting something on Facebook. It's just money they're building a ballroom. And look, I don't give a damn about the White House. I don't care about it. You know, oh, it's a sacred place and they're building it. Who cares? He's building a disco in it. I don't give a damn. But there's millions of dollars that could be going to pay for the health care that they cut in the damn bill. It's a bunch of bull hockey what they're doing. Build whatever you want if you got the money to cover it, but don't take it away from your citizens so you can have a big party. And let me tell you something. You don't build yourself a big giant disco for $200 million and leave the next year after it's done. He ain't going nowhere. What do you think he's building that for? To have the party for when his third term starts. You watch and see. Hell.
Maybe that's where he plans to be entombed.
And so
like the pharaohs.
Yeah, well, however it works, that's fine with me.
It also costs money to send the damn army into...
Yeah!
How much? Who pays for the National Guard, okay? Like, the states send in their National Guard. Right. I don't know how this works. But when Texas or Tennessee sends their National Guard to Chicago...
Yep.
Who's paying for that? The states? Trump? I mean, us... But whose bill is that? Is when Bill Lee says, I'll send some troops up there to you.
Let me offer it to you. Yeah, please. It costs money. And let me tell you something what they're doing, what I heard they're doing in Washington, D.C. anyway with the National Guard. They're putting them on 29-day detail. And there's a reason for that. Because once the 29 days are up, they start it over again. Because if they go past 30 days, the soldiers, people serving the country, their benefits and wages go up. So, they ain't gonna let them do that. No, they got to pick up garbage. They got to spread mulch out everywhere. This is what we have our service people doing. This is what this administration wants the people that serve our military. That's what they want them doing. And they make damn sure they don't get paid for it or what they should get paid. Because, they keep doing that 29 days over and over again. Because if they go past 30, it's going to cost more money.
Yeah, the last thing the Trump administration wants to do is pay soldiers. Like, Trump don't pay people who work for him.
No.
And he thinks the soldiers work for him.
Whoever that contractor was throwing stuff out the window at the White House, you ain't getting paid for it. I guarantee you.
Maybe that's what they figured out. They're like, fuck this.
Yeah.
Well, these windows ain't supposed to open. Give me a screwdriver. I don't understand. Like, people can get windows open. Right? People are like, they're painted shut. That was the first thing I read. Like, Michelle Obama says they're painted shut. I think they'd have to be some Secret Service special paint or something. At least if they're painted shut, you can chisel that shit off.
Well, the president looked at it. They showed it to him on the phone. He said it was AI. So, there you go. Take it from him.
That's right. AI. That's what... That's actually pretty good. If somebody did do AI bag throwing, that's pretty good because it ain't like they could have done like Angel Trump ascending into the clouds with a little sun ray coming through and with a heart maybe. But instead they're just like, I can do trash bags. That's easy. So hats off to them. They were subtle.
Yeah.
Like that was an interesting part because that really...
You fooled us all. You fooled us all, but you couldn't get past the president. Nope, he could tell. Yep.
When he sees them AI babies that his mama sends him, she wouldn't ever send him anything with babies on it. I don't think.
No, I don't think she sent him anything, period, with anything on it.
But he says these ain't real babies. These are AI babies. He spends all night probably looking. His feed, I don't know what his algorithm is, but it would be better if all he got was AI babies. Because then he would only talk about the AI babies like all week. It'd just be AI babies nonstop, which I don't want to hear that either, but better. Well, let's see, Jackie. Rocket City. You want to talk about Huntsville, Alabama?
They take it from Colorado. Trump, what Biden they were going to do it. No, did all the research. No, it has to be in Colorado. Trump Alabama. So now Boebert's mad at him. Who else? Colorado mad at him. They all mad at him.
All the Republicans in Colorado mad at him.
Yep.
He says Colorado got mail-in voting, so they can't never have a honest vote. And then he says that Colorado, never voted for him, so he's going to give it to Alabama.
Sure.
I think it was in Colorado Springs, which is like the most conservative, like churchy, like rich churchy churches about Jesus wants you to make a lot of money.
One of them, yeah.
I think it's that kind of town. So I think that it was like the most MAGA town in Colorado, and he's screwing them.
Well, Jesus may have wanted y'all to have money, but the president don't. So Alabama, good for you.
Yeah, I don't know if he's just looking at it's hard to beat Alabama when it comes to awful people. But let me also say a word of praise for the great state of Alabama, because Donald Trump was like, and forevermore, this town will be known as Rocket City. Huntsville, Alabama, been called Rocket City since the 50s.
Yeah.
They brought Nazis over to work on rockets in Huntsville, Alabama. They earned that name. Now you're going to let Trump, everybody in Huntsville, Alabama voted for Trump. You're going to let him take Rocket City as his own?
Yeah.
And then I start calling it Rocket City. Like, that's an asshole move. They got a marathon, Rocket City Marathon, if they still do that. I'm not keeping up with the Huntsville Times. But maybe I should renew my subscription. Rocket City, they had a big rocket. You got by a rocket? They got space camp down there.
I know what it is. I've been there 4 years ago.
From school, you get astronaut ice cream and look at stuff. Maybe stop by a Burger King on the way home.
Sure.
Rocket City, man. Von Braun Civic Center. They brought Werner von Braun over to do shit. Like experiments. I don't know. He was probably cool after, eventually. I don't know. I seen docking at the Von Braun Civic Center. So,
Who?
anyway, so that's Huntsville getting Space Force. Is that actually anything, though? I mean, are there people that work for...
Yeah, people work for Space Force. I know. I mean, yeah, people do. They're paying somebody.
It's like a real thing.
It is a real thing.
Sometimes he says stuff that don't...
how real, but I mean, somebody doing something, yeah.
Okay.
It's like, it's a real thing, believe it or not. Space Force is the thing. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know. Seems like Space Force, what are they helping Elon Musk shoot? He finally got a rocket up there eventually after they blew up. I don't know how many. I don't know the connection or whatnot. Are they friends again or not? I don't know. He's on the Epstein list. He's not on the Epstein list. He's this, he's that. Who knows what's going on? I don't know first thing about it.
Yeah, go down. See, if Elon Musk had been building more stuff in Rocket City, maybe so many things wouldn't have blown up.
Yeah.
Or possibly everybody in Huntsville would have lung cancer.
That could be the case too. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Which I don't know what the numbers are. They may be pretty high. Huntsville got a lot of smart people. They got all them engineers. Wasn't that, there was a TV show, wasn't it, like Rocket City? Wasn't that like...
I didn't watch it, but yeah.
Rocket City Rednecks or something like that, and they'd make a rocket go up in the air. Like Huntsville, like there's reality shows and shit. Huntsville may be the next Nashville. So get ready for a lot of puking bachelorette parties.
What's the crime rate in Alabama? How is it there?
When I saw people saying, well, yeah, what about the red state crime rates? I'm like, aren't all the cities blue and this is going to turn into the, like Tennessee, the government would love nothing more, the state government, than to like kick Nashville's government out and turn it into some MAGA outpost.
Absolutely.
Memphis, I'm sure like everybody in the state government would love to go do something to a town with a large black population.
Why, yeah.
That not nice things. I'd love that. We'll get it under control. And all this stuff is just bullshit. It's just like Trump being a big man. You can't tell him what he can and can't do. And crime just means, well, there's cities with black people in them and white people need to be running them.
There you go.
That's what Trump thinks. He's like, and then all the people in those states go, yes, sir, we'll send the National Guard up there. Tell me when you want us to invade our own cities here in Tennessee. Just let me know.
We cannot wait. They're chomping at the bit. Yeah. But he's like, well, just let me get upset all these blue states first and we'll get around to it.
We'll do it.
Don't worry. We'll get there. Trust me, red states, you're all going to have your military out in the streets before it's all said and done with. Don't you worry. You'll get it too. Yeah.
He's like that kid on the Twilight Zone who had the powers of a god, but he's just got the powers of a president, unchecked powers of a president with no Congress or a Supreme Court to tell him no. And everybody has to do whatever he says, or if not, he'll send the troops into your neighborhood.
Somebody needs to explain to me how there any other branch of the government right now than the president, because I don't see any of them. What are they there for? What's Congress and Senate there for other than just to tell the president, yes, sir, yes, sir, yes, sir?
I'll tell you, if you were a believer in like increased executive powers for the president and you're still in favor of that, you are a true believer.
Yeah.
Because to me, the breaking point would be, well, what if the president is Donald Trump? Like, to me, that's why you have checks and balances. Because what if you get in an asshole like this? Like, oh, they'll never vote for an asshole like that. Little kid on Twilight Zone, except instead of a little kid, he's your uncle on Facebook.
He's the oldest president ever served, old as hell, yeah.
And still alive.
Still kicking, Bob. I mean, look like it to me anyway, yeah.
I can't even, like, the stuff we're talking about would be career-ending scandals at any time up to most of the first Trump administration.
Very much, yeah. And I mean, any president that did half of what this president's doing, he'd be underneath the jail by now. They would have had the hearings and all this stuff, and yeah, it's just...
We ain't even talked about the Epstein stuff.
Oh, hell, don't. You got to. Again, I've said it on here before. Last thing I want to talk about is children being abused. But good Lord Almighty. So they all went up there. They finally got the victims after all this talk. By the way, President said today, I believe, if I heard this correct, he said the Epstein files is nothing but a Democratic hoax, right? I believe that's what he said.
He did say that.
He should have told Pam Bondi that she was standing by 8 piles of hoax papers when she said she's about to release them. Why didn't he tell her then? Why didn't he find out? I don't understand. Why is it a hoax now? It wasn't. They ran on, as soon as I get there, we're going to release the Epstein files. He'd say that half the time, and the other time he'd go, well, I don't know. I have to think about it. I wonder why he's thinking about it. How do you do it? How do you MAGA defend this? Now, some of them are breaking off. You got people like Marjorie Taylor Greene. You got Boebert. You got some other Republicans saying,
Massie.
you get Nancy Mace. You got some of these people, and good for them, speaking up for the victims. That's what you should be doing. That's what everybody should be doing, is concerned with the victims. Not going to move Jazine Maxwell to a cushy, nice, white-collar prison. White collar, too, probably both, yeah. White collar prison.
Or at least a nice eggshell.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Explain me that. Why did that happen? And then there are no Epstein files. They don't exist. They're a hoax, he said today, after campaigning on getting them out to everybody. He get in there and find out. What the hell? How do y'all bend your head around all this stuff? How do you just get up and look at yourself in the mirror every day being a Trump supporter, knowing damn well, whatever, I ain't saying he's in it, there's something in there that he don't want us to know about. Either it's him or his friends. Now, some of his friends, Elon Musk, or was a friend at one time, came out and said he is in there. That was before it even came out that that came out first, and then we heard, I ain't putting them out. Well, why ain't you putting them out? Because it's a hoax. What do you mean it's a hoax? What the hell is wrong with people? There's videotapes of him looking at young women. There's pictures of him with girls on his lap with this. That's just how he is. What do you mean that's just how he is? People are like, well, what about Bill Clinton? What about Bill Clinton? Put it out there and let the chips fall where they may. I don't give a damn what politician's in there. Let the people know. Let's wipe them all out. Let's get them out of there. We don't need them anymore. If they off gallivanting with a sex trafficker, the most notorious sex trafficker in this country's history, and it's a hoax. All right, Mr. President, whatever you say, MAGA, make America great again. What is wrong with you people? Something is wrong with you.
Coming up, we got a man who likes to hang colorful frisbees from his front yard tree.
What?
And invites all neighbors to come by and take a look. Doing it for the last 30 years. Meet Frisbee Tree Man. Coming up after this.
I wish. No, they made a public announcement today. Some victims came out and said that all Epstein did was talk about what buddies he was with Trump. Said that Bill Clinton was on a plane with him at one time going to Australia or something like that. So he's in the mix. We know he is.
Well, everybody likes kangaroos.
Yeah.